With over 55 years of business in the greater Silver Valley and beyond, Watts Appliance is your go-to place for all things appliance sales and service. Watts Appliance is 4 generations family-owned and operated and has the inventory and know-how to handle all of your appliance needs. Not only will the team at Watts guide and recommend from their impressive inventory, but they also service any purchase if and when the need arises. In addition to appliance sales and service, Watts also specializes in commercial refrigeration sales and service. So head on down to 3 North Division Street in Pinehurst, not just to see their iconic seasonal window displays, but to let Sherry, Brock, and the Watts team let you know what's up. Wildcats Live would like to thank Sherm, Lawana, Sherry, Brock, and the rest of the Watts family, not just for the exceptional service, but for their endless support of Kellogg High School activities and Wildcats Live. NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our U.S. military's Department of Defense through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 23 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 3,500 construction projects in 32 states across the U.S. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats! Family owned and operated since 1948 and located in Smelterville, Idaho, Nickerson's Towing and Sales have been taking care of the Silver Valley and beyond for over 70 years. Chad and his crew provide 24/7 mobile services, towing and recovery, and also have a full shop facility available. Whether you need a tow, a jump start, a winch out, a tire change, or fuel delivery, Nickerson's can do it all. As Chad says, no matter how poorly you park it, we can help. Nickerson's also provides services such as secure storage, truck and trailer repair, brakes, transmissions, suspensions, and much more. Chad and family are devoted, longtime supporters of local youth athletics and activities, as well as all things Wildcats. Give them a call at 208-784-1238 or find them on Facebook at Nickerson Towing and Sales. Wildcats Live would like to thank Nickerson's Towing and Sales for all they have done and continue to do for the community, including their sponsorship of Wildcats Live. Go Cats! North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are 2021-2022 Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats! From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats!
Sergeant Lawson, and Cadet Corporal Walsh. And the national anthem will be played by the Kellogg High School band under the direction of Mr. Adam Green and Student Director Isabella Ross. Tonight's game will feature the Spartans of Priest River High School and your Kellogg Wildcats. Please remember that sports is the top priority of our schools. The Idaho High School Athletes Association and the Student Advisory Council. You're paid a complimentary admission to this event. Titles to enjoy an exhibition of skill developed by our students in an educational setting. Please give the participating athletes your positive encouragement and support. Your effort to applaud the talents of all players is appreciated. Bullying, taunting, or intimidating the officials and opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable. Please be an example to those around you. And now, the starters for the Spartans. Number 2, a 6-foot senior, Luke Butler. Number 10, a 5'9" senior, Keegan Marinello.
Welcome to Andrews Gymnasium one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for this basketball season. We are Wildcats Live. It's a little bittersweet that we are here again tonight in our beloved Andrews Gymnasium. But what a heartbreaker and an intense, great competitive basketball game we had last night against the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. Holder from St. Mary's hit just a incredible three-pointer from the corner to finish off a great run in the fourth quarter to come back from down, I think, by as many as 14. Anyway, let's not relive that again. I've already done that enough times. But congratulations, St. Mary's Lumberjacks, District 1-2 CIL, of course, champs. We are going through our starters here tonight. I am Simon Miller. I have Buck Coe. He's wired in up in the George White K-Wall booth. You got your starters here for the Spartans, coached by Jaden Barrett. Number 0, Lucas Matthews, a freshman. Number 10, Tegan Marinello. He's not a stranger. He's a senior. Number 14, Tyler Engelson. Number 20, Zach Engelson, who's a senior. And number 35, Jace Yount, number 12. For the Wildcats, for you Wildcats fans watching, you can recite this starting lineup just from your memory. Number 1, Luke Miller, senior. Number 5, Ripley Luna, senior. Number 10, Colby Luna, senior. Number 21, Colton Machusik, senior. And number 24, Logan Hendricks, again, a senior. Right out of the gate, the Wildcats try to attack off the fast break. It's no good. Marinello will try to salvage the rebound there, going back the other way, and it's going to be, in the end of this kind of frenetic first possession and a half, it's going to be the Priest River Spartans will end up with the ball here in the first half-court set. Again, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Just glad to have prep sports fans here. It's just a great season and great time of year. It's not quite March Madness, but for high schoolers, it is. It's just the 23rd of February, but it feels like March Madness. And last night, the Wildcats and the Lumberjacks treated us to a game for the ages, and something, if you've been following these District 1-2 schools, it was nothing out of the ordinary. So Wildcats trying to get back on the winning track here tonight. Priest River beating an Orfino team last night. After that had to be a brutal road trip for the Priest River Spartans all the way down to Orfino. But they are ready to go at it tonight as Yount gets it early in the post and he dishes. So those Spartans looking to kind of continue with their success. I think that's 2 turnovers kind of out of the gate for the Spartans. Got to kind of keep an eye on that for Coach Barrett. And he's a former player as well. And sometimes as a coach and a former player, that can frustrate you. But got to be patient here in the first 5 or so minutes of the game as the Wildcats do the same, turning it back over. So right now, 0-0. Both teams just kind of feeling it out. That's going to be another turnover with the steal by Luna. Hendricks running the floor, takes it up strong, no good. Rebound there by number 2, Luke Butler, whom I might shout out as well, is quite an accomplished golfer, and I can't say I'm looking forward to seeing him play golf because he's not on my team, but I have to say I'm looking forward to seeing him. He's a quality kid and just been playing some good golf, and we're going to be seeing him at all of our matches this year. So Luke Butler into the game for the Spartans. Another turnover for both teams. I have the Spartans at 4, and I have the Wildcats at 2. So right away, 2 minutes to go, or 2 minutes expired here in the first quarter, no points. Both teams just kind of trying to figure things out here. Wildcats, a little bit of a gut check after that tough loss last night. What a great defensive effort by the Wildcats. Just full credit to Brian Chase and his team. They just would not go away. I've seen way too many Dylan Holder three-point angles in my social media feed today. I need a break from that, so I'm going to watch some Wildcats and Spartans. And there's a take there. Tyler Engelson, at least it wasn't a turnover. Hendricks gets the ball for 3, passes it up. Rip passes, skips his brother. Miller, who had a great game last night. Ripley with the 3, no good. Yount, no bones about that one. He gets the rebound. It's all over. And just like that, that's number 14, Angerson with a 3. And just like that, the visiting Spartans get on the board. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We got quite a few people in the chat already. We're ready to kind of get things going. I'll check the feed here. I'm flying solo tonight. Well, no, I'm not flying solo. I got Buck up on the camera, but down here in the booth, just for production, is Ripley. Takes it to the rack in the paint. We'll give you picture-in-picture on that. It's just me because I felt that Easton Town needed to be down in the pit with his student body, with his cohort down there. Eli Borgard, my wingman, unable to make it tonight. So it's just me. I will try not to drone on and on. I will try to keep things interesting and let the game speak for itself. But I just felt like out of the gate, talking about last night's game had to be done. And what a great game that was down in St. Mary's. Band, big crowd as Colby, little bit of a mishap there off the foot. 3 turnovers for the Wildcats. I want to do another shout out to Timothy Parrish of St. Mary's KOFE AM radio. Just continues to just keep bringing us some great feeds and integrating that with the video feed from NFHS. And he'll be traveling down to state with the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. And there, Engelson again with the 3. No good this time, thankfully, for the Wildcats. But Wildcats push, go up-tempo a little bit here. Another turnover. So that's 4 turnovers for the Wildcats, 4 for the Spartans. Both teams just kind of maybe, we're going to run it our way. We're going to run it. No, we're going to do it our way. And so far, it's been a total of 5 points in the quarter. So a little bit of a different picture from last night, I'm going to assume, from both games. Getting back to KOFE for St. Mary's, they'll be traveling down to broadcast from the state tournament and are looking for are advertising for some sponsorship. So get a hold of them, get a hold of Timothy Parrish online or KOFE Radio. Would be great to sponsor that wonderful media outlet going down to support their kids at state. There's Colby with the pump and drive, no good. Lid on the basket for both teams. 3-2. Priest-River with the 3-pointer with the lead for the game. Wildcats, if they can continue this defensive pressure that they started with last night in St. Mary's, they should be in good shape. One thing that'll change that is as Yount got the rebound there, he's unable to convert. Luna to Luna, Rip to Colby. Colby takes it in, no good. So this is not going to be a high-scoring quarter at all. And that is that a 5-second call? I'm going to have to go to replay on that and go full. What was the call on that? 5. He does put a 5 up there. So you closely guarded. You got to get rid of the ball. That happened to Kellogg last night as well, at least one time. Buck is telling me in my ear, he says, you can be dribbling it, but if you're closely guarded, that still counts. That's a good call by Buck. He's got the rules licked up there in the booth. So O'Neal's going to hand it off. Colby's going to take a shot from the flute section. No good. Engelson will push and get an early look for the Priest River Spartans. He's going to just put it up for 3. Lucky not to get a foul there for O'Neal. Spartans. Badgers. I don't know where that came from. Spartans reset. Marinello gets his pocket picked by Luna. Luna takes it the distance for 2. Just like that, Wildcats up 4-3. A scoring explosion here. That's another turnover for the Spartans. I got them at 5. So turnovers doomed the Wildcats last night after a nearly perfect game on defense for 3 quarters. Marinello puts his 3 up. No good. Yount with the rebound. Good work there by Jace Yount. He gets his points on the board. And Jace Yount is a big boy. That is a 6'7" senior post. And I got to shout out Jace Yount as well. He's not a bad golfer. So Priest River at times will be 40% golf. So that can't be a bad thing. Luna again from the flute section. This time it's Ripley. Rips the net, and it's 7-5, and we're going to get a timeout. So just like that, the Wildcats drawing some blood after about 6 or 7 possessions of not much at all. I'm going to take a break, and you're flying solo. There's a lot to cover. I'm going to regroup and let you listen to one of the best pep bands in the North Idaho Panhandle, Kellogg High School Pep Band. Just a 30-second timeout there. So just as the Priest River Spartans bring the game up, I got to get into the chat, trying to do it all here. My boy, PRC, Participation Ribbon Champion, he says, you got to put him away early. Don't take your foot off the gas. He's got some experience playing for Kellogg High School. And, of course, hey, Coach Craig Teft in the chat. Good to see you in there, Coach Teft. We got another timeout. I'll just keep doing my thing here. He says, cheering for Kellogg tonight. Let's get him into the state tournament. Wouldn't it be great, Coach Teft, to have Kellogg and St. Mary's in that state tournament? 2 teams from the north. I agree. I hope you're doing well. It's a good day for the Wildcats at state wrestling. Pretty good start. A lot of youth for the Wildcats down there, so a lot of first match losses, but then coming back and winning. And Jace, Coach Teft's son, I believe, is wrestling. He's had a great match today, won in overtime, fun to watch. Coach Teft, we're glad you are able to keep on top of all that stuff with all these streams. That's why we do these things, and we hope you are doing well. Coach Ruth Ross, regular season for these 2 teams. The Wildcats are 2-0. They beat Priest River early December at Priest River, and then beat them here as well. As I don't know if that was a turnover by Priest River. I didn't see a shot attempt, though. Wildcats do get a shot. Roger Peterson checking in from Puyallup, Washington. Always great to have our viewership from wide. That is a great move there by Engelson. Kind of fading away, puts it high off the glass. Good touch there by the sophomore. Craig Teft, both teams look tired. I would agree, Coach Teft. I think Kellogg pretty much gave everything and then some against those Lumberjacks last night. And these Spartans, if they played a tough Orfino team, but they also had to drive about 4.5–5 hours. Luna looking for a little contact there. No call. That's Ripley. Colby gets it back and gets it down to him. I have a feeling, guys, as the buzzer goes here and we go to replay, yeah, Ripley from Colby, I have a feeling these 2 Luna brothers and the rest of the Wildcats are not interested whatsoever in ending their season tonight. So Wildcats kind of a little bit of an ugly first quarter, but a 9-7 is pretty typical of a high school first quarter. Not too bad. Both teams kind of feeling one another out. Oh, Jace Garcia. Yes, Jace Garcia. He did have a really good, pretty strong wrestler. We had Jason Coulter and Jagger both had some pretty good matches. Coach Teft, I thought I saw a Teft on the wrestling team, though. Is that your son? That's one of my questions, as I can't keep track of everybody. KOFE Radio, good luck, Wildcats. Hope to see you at state. Same here. Congratulations last night. As I said earlier, guys, I saw way too many Holder corner threes at the buzzer that are that kind of taxed me today. So I'm a little tired too. But man, what a matchup last night, back and forth, and you can't complain. I mean, one team had to lose. I think I texted Coach Chase and said that hurt, but what a game! What a game! Steve Shepard is in the chat. I'm going to have to make sure I keep track. We are out of the first quarter here, just like that. And We got some pretty sweet pink and bright orange shoes down here. The shot clock is not in effect until next season. So no shot clock. Nope, that was next season. Yep. That's number 3 there by the Spartans. We had some questions, not in the chat, but we had some questions. Some people are asking about the IHSA shot clock decision. We were on that early. And even though Everett Jennings was able to get Heather Goodner were able to get these shot clocks mounted, they're not going to be used until state next year. So, and they're not even required during regular season next year. So we're a little bit ahead of the game. Hendricks from the corner, no good. It's going to be a call on Colby. Maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack foul there, but not going to complain about these refs. We got Neil Bishop, Dominic Dyer, and Josh Behrens. I mean, we've got some experience out there tonight. I have to say we've had pretty good experience all season long despite early on, a call for referees. So I'm pretty fortunate for the CIL and the North Idaho Panhandle in this I-90 corridor to have some of the best referees in the business. Not a lot of I just don't feel there's a lot of disparaging calls. I just feel like these guys do a really good job. The game's going to be played the way the game's going to be played, and you call it the best way you can, but players decide the game. So thankful for these refs. Marinello trying to get a little action there in the key. No, nothing doing. This Wildcat defense, it's stingy. The one way that you crack it is you take Sands and you let him shoot it from 40 feet 3 times and make it, and that'll crack any defense. So Grayson Sands had himself a second half last night for sure. Holder will get the glory for the buzzer beater, but Sands took the team on his proverbial back and just willed them back in. So, and speaking of willing teams back, there's Ripley with a typical savvy move down on the block. We are going to go full screen because it deserves a full screen replay. He's going to get 2 free throws, or 1 free throw because he made it. Nice use of the body right there. These guys are just the best at this. And how about Ripley Luna and Colby Luna eclipsing the 1,000-point mark for their careers? No Wildcat fan is taking them for granted, but it just feels like, you'll always see them out there. And this is going to be the last time these two guys and Luke Miller and Bridger McLean and Logan Hendricks and Tom O'Neill, Colton Machuzik. It's the last time they're going to see this floor as a Wildcat, unless they play in the alumni game or come up and play some pickup men's league or something. But thankful for them and their careers, and want to just shout them out. You just feel like they're going to be here forever, and they're not. Here we are, fighting for our lives in the district tournament, hoping to go down and play the New Plymouth Pilgrims in Grangeville. Miller fakes the 3. Priest River playing their own man-to-man defense. Wildcats looking to move the ball around, getting patient. Coach Mike Martin kind of saying, do that. I was going to say that almost went down. Ripley thought it was good. It was no good. 12-7. Close game here so far. Coach Jaden Barrett and his Priest River Spartans. I would say the Wildcats are the more experienced team, although the Spartans do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors, but only 1, 2 of them are starters. So I would say the Wildcats a bit more experienced, as 5 of them are starters, and then they have a 6th man that's a senior. So see Reed Watcott on the short end of the bench there. He had himself a ball game last night with a couple threes. Nice take there by Ripley. Ball doesn't drop. And Bridger McLean quick to gather it. I got the Spartans at about 6 turnovers, plus or minus 1 margin of error. Hendricks passes up the 3. Bridger will take it. Money. Bridger McLean coming off last night's loss. He says, give me a 3-pointer. I'll take it. And just like that, it's 15-7. Wildcats, and we're going to get another timeout. We're going to see if it's going to be a full. So we're going to let you guys listen to that Wildcat pep band under the direction tonight of Isabella Ross. Wildcat fans, Spartan fans, and Lumberjack fans. We got all kinds of viewers tonight getting above. We're getting near 150 viewers. We'd love to get that. I had Buck ask me during the timeout thoughts on the first half. He's in commentator mode, and I told him that playing a game after last night, that's Hendricks from the corner, no good. That's right where Holder shot his shot. Not that that's burned in my memory at all. I said, coming off a loss like the Wildcats did last night, as there's going to be a foul, it's probably going to be on Hendricks, I think. It can be really difficult mentally. First of all, you take a bus ride home. You probably don't sleep really well, and then you have school the next day. Thankfully, you're at home for the next game. And on the contrary, the Spartans are coming off of a win, but they had a long bus ride and then another road trip. So considering both of those, or all three of those scenarios, I think both teams kind of just did what we expected, and now we'll see who kind of separates themselves from the other here, if any. Ripley with a right-handed take, no good. I feel like the Wildcats are playing pretty loose. I don't feel like they're getting really quality shots. Like, I feel like quality shots were at a premium last night against St. Mary's. I feel like tonight they're just kind of freelancing a little bit. I'd like to see them be a little more disciplined on the offensive end. That's going to be another turnover for the Wildcats. They're at least at 5. We are about 4 minutes and 12 seconds into the second quarter, and Priest River is just kind of chipping away at that Wildcat lead. Still not a lot of offensive explosion here. Engelson kind of running the point, as he has been all night. He is just badgered by Luke Miller, who eventually thieves the ball, takes it coast to coast, and finishes. It's like that at 17-9. Luke Miller just brute forcing a steal there. Coach Teft, I don't think Luke Miller looks tired, but that's not unordinary. Priest River answers, 17-11. A little bit of offensive surge here. Hendricks gets it into Miller, posting up, which is not who you would think would be posting up, and then Hendricks takes the three. I got to say, as a Wildcat fan, that's a three-pointer there by Zach Engelson. If I'm the Wildcats, if Ripley or Colby doesn't touch the ball at least one time, that's a turnover. Speaking of touching the ball. And just like that, an answer by Engelson. So the Engelson, are they brothers? I'm going to assume yes. Give me in the chat if they're not. If they're cousins or if they're unrelated, I'll correct. I'm going to guess by these small towns that the Engelsons are brothers, and so far they're making a mark for the Engelson name tonight. As I was saying earlier, I'd say every possession, Aluna needs to touch the ball. I mean, color me biased, but if you got two guys, not one, but two guys on your team that have scored 1,000 points in their career, I'm kind of thinking they should touch the ball on the offensive end. I know I'm going out on a limb there, but that's my game plan for the rest of tonight as Ripley knocks down the first of his 2 free throws. I don't think that's really outlandish to say. It's not disrespectful to the other players because you'll probably get it because they're unselfish players. But if Ripley and or Colby don't touch the ball on a possession, I'm counting it as null and void unless it's a fast break. 19-13. Tegan Marinello bringing the ball down. 2 minutes to go, and I think if we get a little bit of a rhythm here, and not got away with a little push off there, just kind of getting some space. And that is, again, Zach Engelson. He's the senior. It's 19-15. We'll bring Buck in here shortly. Colby. That's Colby with a fadeaway three-pointer. I don't know. It wasn't a fadeaway, but it looked like a fadeaway because he got fouled on the follow-through, as you saw there on the replay. So this is a chance for the Wildcats to get a 4-point play as Colby finishes. That was pretty impressive there by Colby. As I was saying, I'm biased, but I think these guys should touch the ball on the offensive end. We're going to bring our faithful and dedicated cameraman, Buck Go. Bringing him on right now. Buck, your thoughts so far in the first half?
I think the Wildcats are finishing strong here. They have had a fantastic defense against this Priest River offense. While number 2 takes a shot right there. I think we're going to come out with an even stronger second half. So I am faithful.
Are you confident in Coach Martin's halftime adjustments, Buck?
Oh yeah, as a Priest River.
That's Tyler
right
Ingerson,
but
another 3.
I like these adjustments. We are seeing a stronger defense, and it's giving us more looks towards.
Good. So
the basket,
Buck, I've heard a saying, defense wins championships. It almost won Kellogg a championship last night, but you got to play defense for 4 quarters, right? As Colby gets to the rack right there.
I think the Wildcats did fantastic against St. Mary's. Last time. Sorry about that. That was worded weirdly, but.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Buck is commentating as Yount gets the bucket there. Buck is commentating and running the camera at the same time. I mean, I'm bragging for him here.
So, the Wildcats had definitely broke St. Mary's 3-pointers last night. St. Mary's has been a strong 3-point shooting team, and they held the pressure onto St. Mary's and prevented them from being able to click the 3-pointer in. And I think that's what kept their game so close last night.
Well, I think that's a good outlook and a good observation, Buck. We're going to take a break and go to halftime. It is the Wildcats fighting for their season 25, and the Priest River Spartans coming off a win, hoping to extend their season and get another road trip. 25-20. We'll go to the Wildcat Band for now. We'll go with some of our sponsors. Don't go away, or if you do, come back. We'll be right back. Wildcats Live.
I'll be back in back.
Family owned and operated since 1948 and located in Smelterville, Idaho, Nickerson's Towing and Sales have been taking care of the Silver Valley and beyond for over 70 years. Chad and his crew provide 24/7 mobile services, towing and recovery, and also have a full shop facility available. Whether you need a tow, a jump start, a winch out, a tire change, or fuel delivery, Nickerson's can do it all. As Chad says, no matter how poorly you park it, we can help. Nickerson's also provides services such as secure storage, truck and trailer repair, brakes, transmissions, suspensions, and much more. Chad and family are devoted, longtime supporters of local youth athletics and activities, as well as all things Wildcats. Give them a call at 208-784-1238 or find them on Facebook at Nickerson Towing and Sales. Wildcats Live would like to thank Nickerson's Towing and Sales for all they have done and continue to do for the community, including their sponsorship of Wildcats Live. Go Cats! NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our U.S. military's Department of Defense through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 23 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 3,500 construction projects in 32 states across the U.S. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats! From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't go anywhere. We chopped it up here. Buck and I talked about schools and enrollment and classifications and fight songs and everything else, and we're ready to go in the second half. Coach Ruth Ross, that's a 3 by Luna right away, and Colby Luna gets the rebound off of his brother's miss. Miller passes it up. Hendricks passes it up. Maybe they heard me. Hendricks takes the 3 instead, splashes it, and just like that, first possession for the Wildcats, and it results in a 3. But guess what? The Luna boys touched the ball multiple times. That's the recipe for success. In addition to Coach Ruth Ross, can't let PR stay close if they want to win. Little full court pressure could go a long way. Ruth is a coach, and she might be in Coach Mike Martin's brain, maybe mixing it up, putting some pressure on these Spartans in the second half and seeing if those legs are worthy of putting a little run on. That's Luke Butler for 2 for the Spartans. I don't think he picked up his pivot foot there. That's one of those where it looks like a travel. I'm not necessarily sure it actually was a travel. The pivot foot stayed down. It might have appeared to move or drag. that's just as good as a travel, I guess, unless you're in the NBA. So both teams trade baskets, and then the Wildcats turn it over. Ripley Luna has a chance at a board there, not able to corral it. So it'll stay here for the Spartans. We got Butler here in the corner. Wildcats not doing a traditional zone defense, going with a man underneath inbounds defense. Just kind of saying, gonna have to prove it here. Big rebound there by Colton Machuzik. He had a good game last night. Hendricks passes it up again. Wildcats taking my advice. Both Lunas have touched it. Proceed with your offense now. Luna's directing. Ripley saying, come give me a pick. I'll take this three. I'll nail this three. Bang. Ripley Luna. And just like that, 9-point lead for the Wildcats. Wildcats outscored the Spartans 16-13 in that second quarter. Colby gets the rebound, takes a look. Smart senior move here, just kind of setting things up. Miller's going to try his hand at three. It's no good. He follows it because that's what Luke Miller does. It doesn't go down. Hendricks gets it. Colby will take it. No good. Oh, what a possession there by the Wildcats. It did everything but go in. Full effort there. 31-22. Wildcats trying to keep their season alive, fighting to punch their ticket to state. This is just like the preliminary. You got to win this one and beat a tough District 3 New Plymouth Pilgrim team that is the third place team out of that district. They get 2.5 berths this year. 31-22, Wildcats get the turnover. At this point, both teams kind of mellowed out on the turnovers. We're seeing a few more shot attempts and some quality looks. Ariana McDonald, let's go Wildcats, watching the game from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello. We are just nationwide all week. The last couple broadcasts, we're all over. Thanks for joining us there. That's Coach McDonald's wife, Radley Groth's mom. She's watching from Atlanta, Georgia. It's incredible. If anybody else can boast of such far away viewing, let us know. Roger Peterson, Puyallup, Washington. He's honorable mention. I mean, that's pretty far away. And he's a regular watcher, so Ripley, everything but in. And that's going to be a travel. That's unfortunate to see that as a travel. It's just good hustle. A good hustle play sometimes isn't always fruitful, but as a coach, you can't complain about just gutsy hustle plays from your players. Getting on the floor. Yount's going to get a much-deserved break. Colby takes a quick three. Wow, splashes it. Nothing but net there. Colby Luna, just everything is just frosting on the cake on the 1,000-point season here for the Luna boys. And I'm going to take partial credit saying I want those guys touching the ball on every possession, every single possession. 34-22. I think, Buck, this is the largest lead for the Wildcats. I'm going to bring Buck back up here. Buck, what do you think so far here? Almost first half of the third quarter.
I like what I'm seeing. I'm zooming in on point totals right now. Give me a moment. I am looking to see.
Buck is like this is first. This is
camera
first ever.
Quality is so good.
We are going Skycam to not the official book. So good job, Buck, covering your bases. We're going Skycam to Coach Gary Stewart's Priest River Spartan stat book. This is good stuff right here. No pressure there, Coach. No pressure, Coach. Of course, Gary Stewart, the state champion winning girls coach from Priest River. Buck has got the sky cam. We don't have the drone or the cable cam, but Buck's finding ways to get you guys another angle.
We don't need a sky cam, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say I'm speechless, but I'm not because I'm still talking. But Linda Buffington watching from Arizona. She's watching from golf weather. And as the golf coach, I'm a little envious of Linda right now because it's about, as Buck said, 10 degrees outside. And we start golf season on Monday. So
yeah, so much for the spring fever we were
pretty
getting
sure
before.
we'll be inside. That's going to be a travel. All right, so Buck, thanks for joining us. I'll bring you in here again shortly. I'm going to let you focus on the amazing camera work, and we'll get you right back. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Skycam brought to you by Buck Co. Wildcats Live. We try to surprise as often as we can. Both Lunas have touched the ball. And here's the rest of the offense. And what do you know? We got 2 points from Mr. Colby Luna driving down the paint there. We'll give you a little bit of a replay there. It's 36-22, 14-point lead. Biggest lead for the Wildcats. Priest River's got to dig here and find something. That's going to be, it was kind of a, I like the effort there. Colby thought he had clean steal there. Maybe just got a little bit of hand or something. Ball stay here. That's just Colby's second. I think it was Ripley that fouled out last night. On a tough call, St. Mary's was just in a frantic defensive state, and Ripley just turned on the baseline and tried to go up the sideline and picked up his fifth and final foul, and it was lights out after that. There's another foul right away by Colby, so he's got to be careful now. Third quarter, that's 3 for Colby Luna. Luke Miller's going to give him a break. Just like that, when the Wildcats, like last night, get the lead to 14, and they face a little bit of adversity. So we'll see if they're able to weather that now with just Ripley Luna on the floor. In case you can't see him, he's got the brightest sneakers out there. Nice job by Bridger to at least get a hand on that rebound and give it up to O'Neill. Nice little drive there by Bridger, and not exactly a 2-foot jump stop, but kept his pivot foot and was able to get a foul. Mandy Ross cheering for the big man, Jace Yount, and the Priest River Spartans from northern Colorado. That's pretty awesome, too. That's pretty country down there. And thanks for joining us there, Mandy Ross. I really do enjoy Jace Yount as well as a golf coach. He's really improved the last 2 or so seasons. Luke Miller drops the 3, and just like that, it's 39-22, the lead up to 17. Spartans in danger here of this one getting away from them. Wildcats maybe smelling blood in the water. Luke Miller just relentless, gives it up to O'Neill. O'Neill the distance. 2 for the Wildcats. You almost think you have to get a timeout here. If you are Coach Barrett, he wanted to travel. He didn't get it. We're going to go to picture-in-picture since there's no timeout. Wildcats, defensive pressure, maybe figuring out, hey, this worked against a 4th-ranked Max Prep St. Mary's team last night. Let's keep doing it. And just like that, it is a 19-point lead. Wildcats maybe with a little bit of breathing room. Little bit of a run here for the Wildcats. This quarter started out 25-20. So just 2 points scored so far for the Priest River Spartans. Ripley going to take it. He's feeling it. No good. It looked good from this angle. Marinello's going to try his luck here and gives it up to Yount, who's running the floor. I'd like to see a 6'5" guy running the floor like Jace Yount. He plays as hard as you can play. No lack of hustle here for the Spartans, and there's Mr. Ripley Luna adding to his 1,000-point-plus point total. We're going to go full on that. That was a great dish there by Bridger McLean. Nice use of the body once again. Just that never gets old. Watching Ripley and Colby just knife their way to the bucket. It's just going to be a pretty big shoes to fill for next year's Wildcats. Yep, the Spartans need to try to get some offense here. It's been really the defense of the Wildcats that have created this distance. There it is. There's a nice take there by Marinello. Nice strong take, draws the foul. If you're Kellogg, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to foul. Marinello gets the left hand going right there and just gets the help to come over, drops the bucket, and that's the answer that the Priest River Spartans were looking for. It's still a 20-point game as Marinello's going to try to get it down to under 20. It's now 19 as the Wildcats will reset here with a minute 12. I felt the St. Mary's Lumberjacks really did a good job with their consistent pressure in the second half last night as well. Kept Wildcats, as evidenced right here. I felt they kept Brian Chase's defensive change there, kept the Wildcats off kilter pretty much the entire second half, especially in the fourth quarter. So good coaching move there by Coach Brian Chase. Big rebound there by not the biggest man on the court, but one of the best hustlers there, Tom O'Neill. He's not open. He just gets away and runs through and creates space. That's smart basketball. Wildcats in no hurry here, up to 19. 29 seconds, no shot clock as previously referenced. Pep band off of their third quarter break, getting ready to play going into the fourth quarter, so that's probably where we will go at break. Ripley doing a little and one highlight tape here. Going at the hot sauce through the legs. Dumps it down to Watcott. Back up to McLean for three. No good. And looks like the quarter's going to end there. Positive there for the Wildcats. Great defense and close the quarter out with the last possession. Positive for the Priest River Spartans. Got a little bit of an offensive spark there at the last. A little bit too late. Scoring just 5 points in the quarter. We're going to take a break here. We're going to go to the Kellogg High School pep band. Isabella Ross still directing her musicians here. We'll be right back. Wildcats Live. I think this might be our last live stream of the year, although I am not ruling out a softball game or a baseball game. Heaven forbid we live stream a few holes of the 6-time state champion Kellogg Wildcat golf program. I hear their coach is an all right guy. Turnover there by the Spartans, and the Wildcats are just looking right now to move the ball around, milk the clock a little bit, and score a couple buckets, maybe more than a couple. But don't have to really reinvent the wheel here if you're Kellogg. You just have to play smart. This is where you don't want to get into the prevent offense, but you also don't want to take quick shots. So the Wildcats did work the ball there. Luna got positioned, tried to put the ball back up. Maybe get a little bit of a foul down there. He's unable to get the three-point play, but he's going to go to the line. That's Kobe. Got to say, I can't, got the opportunity here. Can't say enough nice things about the Luna boys here. And aside from being the first 1,000, and I'm saying this with 99% confidence, first 1,000-point scorers, and not only one of them, but two of them. I also happen to know some teachers here at the high school who say these are two of the nicest young men you'll ever meet. They're hardworking. They're multi-sport athletes, and you just can't say enough about that. That they're teammates. We've got 5 seniors on the court right now, have had a wonderful season. So this is almost like a senior night curtain call here. Don't like to see the turnover there, but at least we burned a little bit of clock. Nice job there by Engelson again. Engelson's having himself a pretty decent night tonight. I got him for at least, he's got over 10 points. He might have over 15. I haven't been keeping really close track. I might need Buck to go with the sky cam again, but maybe not. First ever sky cam tonight, spying on the scorebook, brought to you just only at Wildcats Live. Wildcats happy to just spread the court here and work the ball around. Colby will take a look at it. Nobody really looking to attack at this point. Looks like the Spartans are in a zone. If you're going to be in a zone here, this is just no shot clock. There's no reason to do anything other than work the ball around. And finally, we get a foul there. That's going to go against Luke Butler. Wildcats able to chew quite a bit of clock there. Coach Jaden Barrett, kind of maybe thinking of switching to a man here, just trying something to change the tone of the game at this point. But Wildcats have really kind of asserted themselves here. Bridger doesn't even think about the three. Colby, back to Ripley, down to Bridger. Good ball movement here. That's a turnover. You don't like to see the turnover. You want to at least get a shot. You want to work the clock, but you want to get a shot. And instead, that's going to be Butler for 3. As a golfer, you don't like a 3-putt, but you'll take a 3 from the corner. Luke Butler getting on the board there. That's not his first bucket, but I think it's his first 3. 44-30, lead down to 14 for Kellogg. There's still a lot of time left here. The danger here with Kellogg moving the ball around is you have to at least be a threat to score. Otherwise, you're just going to burn 30 or so seconds and turn it over. And that's not going to get it done. So Coach Mike Martin's going to take a timeout. We are going to do the same. Wildcat band trying to figure out what they're going to play. Sorry, they lost their turn. We're going to go ahead and go to a commercial. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are 2021-2022 Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats! All right, thank you to our sponsors. We're back. I hope you enjoyed the sky cam. We got Luke Butler at 7 points, so nice job there by Buck. Official book this time, so that is official. Gwen Johnson, she made the live stream again. Hopefully, I don't know if they'll rewatch tonight's, but so here, the difference here is if you're the Wildcats, there has to be a threat to score or get a foul, and Priest River just with I think that's their 6th, so still no bonus. Another incredible aspect of last night's game that I found was the Wildcats were in double bonus most of the fourth quarter, and for them to not be able to put the Lumberjacks away, it's a credit to St. Mary's, but man, It was right there for you. Who knows? St. Mary's and Kellogg, they may meet again. If the Wildcats can get past the Pilgrims, and I like the chances of a Wildcat against a Pilgrim, like literally. So I like our chances at least on the mascot level, but right. No. Well, they try to avoid it, but they go. Buck is asking if Kellogg. Oh, that's going to be a foul. You don't want to foul a three-point shooter. Colby's going to foul him. I think that's 4 on Colby. Buck is asking if Kellogg and St. Mary's could meet up in the first round of the state tournament. Yeah, they could, because they don't seed you based on what region you're from. They seed you based on, and I'm just going to be politically correct here, the Max Preps ranking. So Kellogg would be, if they're ranked 10th in the last Max Preps ranking, that means pretty much they're going to be the 8th seed going into the tournament. And St. Mary's is not going to be the 1 seed. So the 1 seed usually will play the 8, the 2, and the 7. So they kind of, they seed you like that, but it's possible that you could play the same team, but there's all kinds of different factors that go into that. I will go back to the 1990, I may be wrong here, 1996 or 1997. I think it was 96 season. Wildcats and Badgers went down. That's a nice look right there, getting it down to Miller. That's the kind of offense you got to play. If they're going to play a soft defense, you still got to score and chew clock. And Wildcats and the Badgers both lost their first-round games and ended up getting to the consolation championship, and that game went into 3 overtimes. So, it's kind of bittersweet that you travel all that way to Boise to play for a state title, and you end up playing a team that you've played 3 or 4 times already for the consolation championship, but that's sports, Nice take there by Engelson. I sure would like, if any people of IHSA, I sure would like to see basketball return to the North Idaho Panhandle once every couple of years. No reason why it shouldn't. Bridger gets a good look there. I can't fault that. That's a good look. It just didn't go down. You burned some clock. 46-31. You're making Priest River play defense at least, and then you're making them come back and run a half-court set. It's not a turnover. Luke Butler's kind of come alive here in this second half. Everything, nice little dribble move there, shot fake. Just didn't get the shot to fall. Two and a half minutes here. It feels to be starting to get to that it's all over but the crying here. That is Colby taking it in there for the Wildcats. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that replay. A little slow on the trigger there for me. I'm just kind of watching, just taking it in here. Pretty special moments here. Of course, it's great. Nice little move there by Jace Yaunt. Left-handed post move. Seeing these seniors here for Kellogg, like I said, it's almost like a senior night encore. And it's pretty special because this is a tough game to win. This is a tough one. It's a game you don't want to play. And these guys are playing it with some heart, and they played with a lot of heart last night, and it was a tough loss. So they'll get a day to recoup here. Hendricks, no good. Would love to, I'm gonna assume it's a little bit of a dangerous act, but I'm gonna assume that the Grangeville NFHS feed will be on for the play-in game. It was for the girls when the girls played Ambrose, although that was at Lewiston. It got moved from Grangeville, but we'll assume that We'll reach out to our Grangeville counterparts in the CIL here and ask them if they can get that on the schedule, because we know that there'll be a lot of Wildcats that don't make that road trip. Minute 30 here to go. Wildcats up. We got some subs in the game. We got Blake. Oh, we are at 40% golf right now for the Wildcats. We got Brody Robinson and Blake Coburn in. Mullets flowing. Business up front, party in the back. Wildcat golf representing. Into the game also is Drayden Taylor. I coached him in second grade. Tom O'Neill. Reed Walcott. I don't think there's a senior on the floor right now for the Wildcats, which is rare. Seniors are on the bench. Hopefully mine's on headed to Grangeville, facing the Pilgrims, but also maybe soaking up these last minutes of their not regular season, but their careers as Wildcats here. Drayden Taylor is going to try to take the ball up the court. His pocket nearly picked by number 14, Engelson, who's been very active tonight. You can't fault the effort of the Spartans tonight, Priest River fans. They've been playing hard. Maybe just a little bit of a lack of offense there in the second quarter. Game got away from them a little bit. Kind of a determined, senior-laden Wildcats team. Here comes some subs in for the Spartans for Coach Jaden Barrett. Good ovation, good recognition for those guys. A couple of seniors coming off there, and Tegan Marinello and Luke Butler. Drayden not able to make the first of his free throws. Looks like we got a foul on the rebound, so Tom O'Neill's going to get a chance here. Mr. Shepard, Steve Shepard, already doing some boots on the ground, remote producer work for us. If we go in as a 10 seed, we could play St. Mary's. St. Mary's is a 4 seed, and we'll play a 5. Yeah, so we'd be an 8, right? So we'd be on that same side of the bracket. And I'm only going from my memory of just the fact that I don't think there's going to be a team that qualifies for state that has a lower Max Preps rankings. And Timothy Parrish got to us on our Facebook today and said, sorry about Max Preps. I just don't think it's accurate. You got St. Mary's at a 4 and Kellogg at a 10, and they went to the buzzer last night. But what are you going to do? You still got to play the game. Nice little take there. I think that was number 15, Ethan Korf. And I believe Ethan Korf has Wildcat ties. I think he's the son of Mike Korf, who is a Wildcat alumni. I talked to him a couple times. Cross-country matches. So we got Ethan Korf in the game. Good to see a familiar name. Yeah, there are other rankings. There's the IHSAA ranking. There's IdahoSports.com. There's the coaches poll. There's the power poll. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Kobe Luna, Ripley Luna, Bridger McLean, Luke Miller, Colton Machuzik, and Logan Hendricks as seniors. Not very often you get to leave the court at Andrews with a win. Hats off to you guys. Hail Alma Mater. Hats off to you. It would have been easy to fold the tents. You didn't do it. You fought on. You lived to fight another day. We'll fight in Grangeville against the Pilgrims. Wildcats Live, we're going to go to the alma mater. We'll be back with a few more thoughts. Back here, Andrews Gym. What a season it's been so far. What a live stream run we've had. We have had some great help up in the booth with Buck Coe and Ty Cheney. I've had Easton Town up here helping me. Watching these Wildcats leave the floor one more time. Gutty win. We're going to go down and face the New Plymouth Pilgrims to fight to stay alive. We got Coach Mike Martin coming off the court here. Nice job, Coach Mike. Good job, guys. We got Brody Robinson representing KHS Golf here, heading off the court here. We got the KHS pep band. Hail to the Wildcats. Never, ever, ever gets old. We got coaches leaving the court here. And it's pretty cool seeing the crowd just kind of hanging around here. Nobody wants to leave. Unfortunately, they're going to have to leave, and they're going to have to get in their cars, and they're going to have to drive about 4 hours to Grangeville and support those Wildcats, try to get down to the state tournament. Mandy Ross in the chat. We got Steve Shepard Melba. Number 1 will play number 10, or which should be the number 8, which will be Kellogg. That'll be a tough, tough matchup. Mandy Ross, haven't seen the 5-second call in all the games I've watched all season, but still wish the Silver Valley the best in the state tourney. Yeah, that 5-second call, it's we got it called on us last night against St. Mary's, and if you're a defender and you can stay on a guy for 5 seconds, even if he's dribbling and moving, he's got the ball and he's close to guarded for 5 seconds, they'll call it. Thanks for watching there. I think we got Coach Scott Miller in the chat, and we are tracking, no pun intended, trackwrestling.com. Check it out. It's easy to find the state tournament. It's easy to find the brackets. It's easy to find what mat these Kellogg Wildcats are on. Coach Scott Miller with his Wildcats down at the state tournament right now, boys and girls. So we are watching them closely. What a time for athletics right here. This kind of last burst before spring sports starts. You got girls state, you got boys state, you got wrestling state. Boys and girls, it's just a really busy time and a transitional time for sports. Coach Scott Miller, best of luck to you guys tomorrow, day 2 of the state tournament. We're looking forward to you guys making a move. That first round, all your guys are wrestling, and you got a lot of youth, so we're looking forward to your veterans taking that next step and trying to get to the semis and watching you, and we're proud of you. It's a great day, as always. It's a great day to be a Wildcat. For Buck Coe, and Ty Cheney was up there shortly. Ty's in his basketball season right now. Just a lot of Wildcat family going great and going strong right now. Easton Town represented down in the student section. He's also one of my golfers. So best of luck to the St. Mary's Lumberjacks again. Still a heartbreak for us Wildcats seeing that game, but as somebody who grew up watching the likes of Danny Rowe, a bunch of the Signs boys, and man, last night's game brought back a lot of memories, and those two schools still going at it. It's pretty cool. So best of luck to the Lumberjacks at state, and we hope to see you down there. Wildcats still got a little bit of work to do. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.